Well, I've just jumped out of the car because it's just chucked it down, but hopefully you've stayed dry today. It's Friday afternoon. This is St Andrews Bennett Road in Bournemouth, and this is their church hall, which has got a really good kitchen in it, which they're going to develop soon. But with the church, we're in a little partnership starting on Tuesday this week, hopefully, where we've got a guy called Tim, who's come up from Luton in the last year or so, and he's just got a fabulous background training people to become baristas. And so we're going to add to our training portfolio a barista training course, 6 to 9 weeks pilot, just with some of the people, people from adverse backgrounds we've been working with before, out of homelessness, out of probation or out of addiction, giving them a chance to learn some really good skills and then put them into practice as well. So maybe later in the course and Saturdays they'll be actually serving coffee at the front here, because actually this area, there's loads of students around here, and as a school and so on, no coffee shops. So a chance to practice their skills and give some really good coffee to people. But of course, as part of it is to helping people move on and be alongside them while doing that. So George is going to be supporting them while they go through the training, just as we would do at the carpentry workshop. So pray for this week, that as it starts, that would be a really effective means. And actually it was interesting because I was thinking about our relationship with churches. I was with Citygate Church this morning in Bournemouth. Ed Briggs, one of the leaders there, he was showing us the new cafe area they've got. And of course, the We're Here network that Sabina's working on is all about trying to help churches be the best they can at welcoming people in. We would love to see, we have some, obviously our own brilliant life centres, we would love to see the equivalent of life centres right across every community, places where we can say, okay, we're working with someone, it would be really great to be able to go along there to those places to help them get into a community within their local area, maybe help them a chance to feel they belong, but also maybe a chance for the church to invite them to pray, and maybe there'll be something that follows on from there in terms of them coming to know God. But what we're trying to do with the We're Here network is 3 or 4 things. So one, we're doing some mapping of what is going on now, because there's a lot of good stuff out there. Thanks to Martin, a volunteer, who's really helping us get a grip of the hundreds of churches and things that they're doing. And we're going to put those on a map. Sabina's doing some great work with individual churches. So she took one of them out to from Butland Road. Guy wants to get a community garden going there. Took him out to see Jane and the Wimborne Community Garden, get an idea of what's going on. He was really inspired by that. A couple of weeks' time, as Sabina said on the text, they're putting on some Star Addiction Awareness course, which any church can jump onto. And what else are we doing with them? Oh yeah, of course, the emergency B&B. So there's lots of families in emergency B&B. Be great to have some after school work. So Sabina's working with a few churches to put in that sort of community food, but just even a space where families could go after school and not feel trapped in their own B&Bs. We had a chat with the council yesterday. They're very excited about that. So there's lots of good stuff going on around the We're Here network. And thanks to Sabina for pushing that forward. Couple of other things coming up this week. It's half term, so those of you on half term have a really good week. The Smile Gang are going out to Upton Park to have a welly walk, or as I call it, or scavenger hunt. So pray that goes safely. There's a couple of other things. So we're interviewing today for the Pool Food Bank Manager job and for the Hope into Action Empowerment Worker job. Got a few really great candidates for those, so we're really praying we get the right person. And by the by, if we're trying to find an extra trustee or two, particularly someone to come alongside as a sort of deputy treasurer, working alongside Cliff and picking up all his experience. So if you've got anybody in your head who think, actually, they'd be really good as a trustee, and particularly from that financial angle, please let us know. Have a really great week, people. Verse from the Sermon on the Mount in the Message version, praying that God will help you bring out the God colours in the world. That's a great verse. Enjoy the God colours this coming week. Go well.